We're here talking with Joe Thacker of Thacker Jewelry. And Joe, big news came out a couple of weeks back. What can you tell us about the National Jeweler magazine and your selection as one of America's best jewelers?
Bob, it's kind of a funny story. National Jeweler magazine is the news magazine of the jewelry industry. And once a year they select America's best jewelers from across the country in primarily two categories. One is a couture, which is primarily a design category, and then the other is America's best independent jewelers. Well, last week I got a phone call from Israel, and one of my diamond cutters in Israel called me up to congratulate me on being selected one of America's best jewelers. But in fact, I had no idea that this had happened or that we were even in the running. So anyway, after he had called, then I started doing a little research, and the next day National Jeweler contacted us and let us know that indeed we were one of America's top independent jewelers. There's 33,000 jewelry stores in America. They selected 39 for this honor, 22 in the independent category, 4 in the state of Texas, and we were one of those 4. And so we're definitely honored and pleased and also humbled to be selected as one of America's best jewelers.
And the only in the city of Lubbock, and that's quite an honor for the store here. Can you tell us what you were judged on and what were the qualifications to become a best jeweler in the country?
Well, they determine it as to how you survived the economic downturn, had a big influence on the decision, and then they go into style, the way you run your business, the look of the business, the reputation you have in the business. So there's a number of factors that come into play.
And you know, a lot of people don't know too much about Thacker Jewelry. You've been along for a very long time, actually. The sign outside says you've been here quite a while. Talk about your company here at Thacker Jewelry and where you got started out.
Well, I grew up in the small town of Roaring Springs. I went to Texas Tech, of course, and then got into the jewelry business kind of in an unusual manner. I was in Albuquerque and got involved in Indian jewelry. Then after I sold my business out there, I moved back to Roaring Springs and opened my jewelry business there. And then it progressed from there to Lubbock, where we opened a retail store here in 1983, and been here ever since. And we still, to this day, we make most of what we sell in Roaring Springs. All kinds of design work, from taking old jewelry and recreating it into a new piece to traditional and classic pieces of jewelry.
Now, this is going on all of our websites. Internet seems to be the biggest trend right now. What are you doing at Thacker Jewelry, internet-wise, to get your company out there that much more?
Well, we have our website, of course, thackerjewelry.net, and we try to display as much of our product as we can there. The downside to that is we make so many different styles that it's almost impossible to get them all on there. But we do have a real good representation there, and we get a lot of response from our website. We're on Facebook, and we try to stay in contact with our customers through Facebook, and then we send out a monthly email newsletter to let them know what's going on.
Now, the internet really doesn't do it justice. Walking out there, it's quite impressive. Talk about just the store here.
Well, when we moved here, we've been here 6 years in this store, and this was the first one. My wife does the design work, and this was the first one where I basically said, you get a free hand this time. It's always, you're pinching pennies here, you're trying to make everything work, and through the up and down times of the jewelry industry, like anything else, you pinch pennies. But when we came here, we decided just to do it and do it upright, and she did, as you can see, I think.
Now, it's great that you have the internet, but come by and see why we're here at Thacker Jewelry with one of the America's best jewelers. The store is absolutely great. Joe, thank you.
Thank you.